Basically, I will not give a rigid advice to all the sections as thinking process is different for each the section. At first, considering the VARC section, it's not necessary to attempt all the questions. For the students who are good in VARC, they can go for targeting attempting all the questions. But even if you are not good in verbal, as was the case with me, that doesn't mean you can't score better. So don't panic. Personally, the strategy I followed on the D day was simply to attempt the passages that you are most comfortable with. Like for me, it was science and technology or news article reports related. Also, remember that for the passages, if you are not getting what is the context from the first paragraph, do leave it for the last. Otherwise, you may miss on some easy questions which are later. For the quant section, which was my strength, I would like to suggest that do follow the ABC approach. After all, these days of preparation, you will be clear on what is your strengths and weaknesses. Attempt the easiest first, then the middle, and then the difficult ones in that order. But remember, don't get stuck on a single question for a long time, even if you are well versed in that topic. For the case of DILR section, I would like to suggest that, unlike quants, don't be rigid on what is your strengths. As the pattern of DILR has been the most dynamic over the years, just focus on attempting the questions with an open mind. The key strategy is choosing the right set of questions from the beginning only. So don't go for some too lengthy question sets at the beginning, even if it's that at your strength, otherwise you may panic later. And yes, don't take your foot off the pedal. Try to solve as many questions as you can till the last moment.
In order to maximize your scores on the exam day, it is important to briefly brush up the formula sheets and basic concepts that help us to save time. Try to attempt all the easy to medium level questions first, as you have a better chance of scoring marks over there. Keep some time at the end and go through your answers, especially for verbal section, as you can correct a lot of wrong questions over you. Try not to spend too much time in difficult and lengthy questions, as it may drastically affect your performance. You should know when to move on. You should always have a cut-off time, stop-loss time for every question or an answer set. Prepare and stick to your game plan based upon your strengths and weaknesses.
To maximize your CAT score on the exam day, the first step is remember that you don't need to solve all the questions. Attempt the topics that you're comfortable with. I'll give you my example. I skipped numbers and geometry questions in my first round of solving for QA sections because I knew that I'll be able to solve all of the topics. Second, be confident. If the paper is difficult, it will be difficult for everyone. And in 2020, since the pattern has changed, it has changed for everyone and it is going to be a new pattern for everyone. So don't overthink and just try to repeat the process that you have been doing in your mocks.
In order to calm your nerves during examination, make sure you have all the exam related documents ready at least a week prior to the examination. Try to reach the exam center at least 45 minutes before the stipulated time, as it can help you settle down and avoid any last minute hiccups. Follow no regrets policy and hope for the best as well as prepare for the worst.
Just keep in mind the basic hygiene things like having a document ready at least one day before the exam, have proper rest, and reach your center on time. Also, sometimes it might happen that you are not able to perform up to your expectations in one of the sections. So don't fret over it and enter the next section with a positive mindset and try to give your best in it. Also, to students in slot 2 and slot 3, I'll recommend that don't read about the difficulty level of slot 1 or slot 2 exam paper.
Regarding this question, don't panic if you think the paper is difficult. Remember, it is difficult for everyone. So the cutoff would be as based on that. Also, don't try memorizing any new concepts on the last day, otherwise you will surely panic. Just leave those thoughts behind and chill out on the exam day. Listen to some music, do whatever relaxes you. And yes, have a proper breakfast, but not too heavy. You can have some chocolates also before the exam.
Mocks are generally a bit more difficult than CAT exam, so I'd not recommend you to try a new mock exam in the last week. Instead, what I did was I attempted the CAT 2017 and 18 exams, and I was able to get a really good score in them. It boosted my morale going into the actual CAT exam.
One advice I would like to give, don't confuse mocks with actual exam. The level of toughness of a standard mock paper is generally much higher than the actual exams. Yes, and also on a special personal note, I hadn't been scoring well at the mocks even close to the exam date. But remember, it's all about what is your final strategy and how well you are able to execute it on the day.
In order to keep yourself motivated, especially if your mocks are not good, just remember one thing. Practically speaking, mocks are never a true reflection of your actual CAT score. More often than not, it is observed that the actual CAT score percentile happens to be a lot more than what you might be getting in the mocks. So don't let that be a judgmental factor, but at the same time, make sure that you go through the analysis of your mocks every time and help correct your mistakes as well as focus on your weaknesses. Finally, last and not the least, best of luck for your CAT 2020 and believe in yourself. Thank you.
All the best, guys. Hope to see some of you next year at DMS IT Delhi.
All the best for
All the
CAT
best for
2020.
CAT 2020.